Hello, I'm Mona, your host on Solutions, the lively show for people who had polio. Get ready to embark on a journey of empowerment and inspiration. We have episodes every first Wednesday of the month at 10 a.m. Eastern Canada time. Join us for the dynamic, informative talks about polio and your needs. What are your solutions? Join us. Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year. Back to solutions number 8 for polio with Mona. And today, Sanjeev. Success is not failure. Failure is not fatal. This is the courage to continue what counts. Sigamoni, Rotary, World Disability Advocacy. I was drawn to this wonderful person on a Zoom call when he told us about his unhappiness with the changes to his polio body. I don't know why, but I immediately wrote him in chat and asked for his help, and help he has done. Later, he told me I was his lifeline because he was at his wits' end. I don't know how or why I felt this overwhelming need to talk to him right then and there, but it worked. He's now happy. Yes, still hurting in his body like most of us, but helping others and enjoying life refreshed. Sanjeev was born and raised in New Delhi, India in the late 60s. Sanjeev faced a life altering challenge at just 18 months old when typhoid fever led to polio, leaving him with both legs paralyzed. But that did not stop him from pursuing education, independence, and a purpose driven life. With a strong support system from his family, Sanjeev earned two bachelor degrees, one in business administration and another in law from the University of Delhi. He then went on to serve the government of India for 23 years in critical roles before emigrating to Canada in 2011. Here in Canada, Sanjeev worked in the legal and financial sectors, but his passion for advocacy and community service truly shines. He has volunteered with Markham Stouffville Hospital, Spinal Cord Injuries, Ontario, Canada, the YMCA, and the Canada Revenue Agency, among others. Currently, he plays a vital role as a member of the Mobility Plus Eligibility Appeal Panel, ensuring accessible public transit for those in need. I want to welcome Sanjeev to Solutions number 8, a great help to me as well as all the polio community. Take it away, Sanjeev. You've got the screen.
Thank you very much, Mona. You are so kind. Thank you for the your kindness. Uh, Slide. Hello. Thank you for joining me. My name is Sanjeev Agnihotri, and I am polio survivor living with post-polio syndrome. Today, I want to talk about something very close to my heart. Why kindness is more essential
Slide.
for sick people, particularly those with PPS, than for others. We all know kindness is important, but when someone is facing a chronic illness, disability, or a life altering condition, kindness is not just a virtue, it's a necessity. It helps with emotional, mental, and even physical well being. In this session, we will explore the impact of kindness and how small acts of compassion can change life. Slide. So, before diving into why kindness, slide. Before diving into kindness is essential, let me share a bit of my journey, my story, a journey of resilience and purpose. I was born and raised in New Delhi. My life took a dramatic turn when I was just 18-month old. A bout of typhoid fever led to a life imaging diagnosis, polio, leaving my entire body paralyzed for weeks. I lay in hospital bed, unable to move. Slowly, after about 6 to 7 weeks, I regained some strength in my upper body, but both my legs remained paralyzed. At the age of 4 or 5, I started school first using calipers, the braces, and two crutches on my legs and the shoulder. By third grade, I transitioned to using a wheelchair. Despite the challenges, I never let my disability define me. I actively participated in school life, always eager to lead and engage. From a young age, I had a natural ability to make friends quickly, forming bonds and have lasted a lifetime. But what has truly shaped my journey is the kindness and compassion I have received from every corner of my life. Since childhood, I have been blessed with help, care, and support, sometimes from people I knew and sometimes from complete strangers. When, Whenever I found myself in need, God always sent someone with their kindness to lift me up. Whether it was a teacher who encouraged me, a friend who stood by my side, or even a stranger who offered a helping hand. Kindness has been a constant presence in my life. My parents were my pillars of strength. They ensured that I received a proper education, instilled in me the values of independence, and never let my disability limit my aspirations. Their unwavering support allowed me to achieve everything I have today. I pursued higher education, earning two degrees, one in business administration and another in law from the University of Delhi. I have dedicated 23 years of my life to serving the government of India in various important roles. In my personal life, I have been happily married for the past 24 years to my wonderful wife, Indu, who has been my rock. My father, two brothers, sister in laws, nephew, and four nieces have also been my unwavering support system. Unfortunately, I lost my mom in 2000 to cancer, but her love and lessons continue to guide me every day. Love you, mom. In 2011, I made a life changing move to Canada. After obtaining the necessary certifications and training, I briefly worked at a law firm in Toronto before transitioning into the financial sector. I worked as a financial advisor with some of Canada's leading financial institutions, including CBI, CIBC Bank. Beyond my career, I have always believed in giving back to community. That is kindness. I have volunteered with organizations such as Markham Stouffville Hospital, Spinal Cord Injuries, Ontario, the YMCA, Markham Business Centre, and the Canada Revenue Agency. I also served on the Citizen Health Advisory Panel of the Ministry of Health, Ontario. Currently, I am also a part of the Mobility Plus Eligibility Appeal Panel, where we review appeals from individuals who have been denied accessible public transit services, an issue that deeply resonates with me. Through all these years, I have learned something truly profound. Kindness is everywhere. It is in the hands that lift, the words that encourage, and the hearts that give. God has always ensured that when I needed help, someone known or unknown was there with their kindness. And that is why I believe that kindness is not just that an act, it is force that transforms lives. Next slide, slide number 5. Slide number 5. When someone experiences a decline in their abilities, it can lead to feeling of fear and anxiety and helplessness. Imagine waking up one day and struggling to do something you used to do effortlessly. Kindness plays a crucial role in those moments. A simple word of encouragement, a thoughtful act, or just being there can provide emotional support. It reassures us that we are not alone and that we are still valued and loved. Next slide. Physical challenge requires support. People with PPS, like many chronic illness, face difficulties with basic tasks. Even things like standing, walking, or lifting objects becomes challenging. This is where kindness comes in. If you have a friend, neighbor, or relative struggling with physical limitations, offering to help, whether it's a running errands, preparing a meal, or just being present, can make an enormous difference. Small acts of kindness are like medicines. They don't cure the condition, but they make the journey easier. Next slide, next two slides, slide 7 and 8. Teachings from Bhagavad Gita and Buddhism on kindness. Our spiritual traditions also emphasize kindness. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna teaches the importance of selfless service, helping others without expecting anything in return. Buddhism speaks of metta, loving kindness, and karuna, compassion, which means not just feeling for others but also taking action to relieve their sufferings. If we are truly practice these values, we can create a more compassionate world where no one feel alone in their struggling. Next slide. In this slide, we explore the crucial distinction between kindness and comparison. These very slide 9. While kindness is often about simple, thoughtful action that brighten someone's day, compassion is more profound, requiring an emotional connection and a willingness to act on behalf of those in distress. The table provides in slide number 10 provides a clear breakdown of their differences, helping us understand why both are valuable in their own way. In the conclusion, we highlight the importance of incorporating both qualities into our daily lives to create a more empathetic and supportive society. Next slide. The accompanying visual representation further illustrates the difference between kindness and compassion. On the left hand side, an individual is seen holding a door open for another person, symbolizing kindness, an act of goodwill that does not necessarily require deep emotional involvement. On the other on the right side, a person is shown confronting someone in distress, offering not just support but also tangible help, which represents compassion. The warm and inviting background enhances the theme of human connections and empathy, reinforcing the message that while kindness is important, compassion takes it a step further by actively addressing another person's suffering. This visual helps solidify the distinction between these two essential virtues. Next slide. Many people with chronic illness or people with the post-polio syndrome feel isolated. Limited mobility and pain can prevent them from socializing as they once did. This loneliness can lead to depression and anxiety. I gone through that. But kindness acts as a bridge. A phone call, a visit, or even a simple message saying, I am thinking of you, can uplift someone's spirits. Mona's sport groups does that. Before joining Mona's support group, I was in, depression. But then all of a sudden, when I joined this group, so many hands come to me to uplift my, my, they motivate me to live, to do something. Thank you, Mona. And let's not forget the caregivers. They too need kindness and support. They give so much of themselves, and a little appreciation goes a long way in keeping their spirits high. Next slide. Living with post-polio syndrome or any chronic illness affects not just the body but also the mind. Depression and anxiety are common, especially when someone is dealing with constant fatigue, pain, and mobility challenges. This is where kindness play a role in healing. Even something as simple as acknowledging someone's struggles can make a big difference. Let's remember that kindness is not just about physical health, it's also about emotional support. And let's not forget the caregivers. The people taking care of us also need kindness, appreciation, and moment of rest. Next slide. Kindness for myself. Many people, those who are sick or disabled, focus so much on others' kindness that they forget to be kind to themselves. Here are a few ways we can practice self kindness. Acknowledge your strength. Remind yourself of how far you have come. Allow yourself to rest. Your body needs time to heal. Don't feel guilty for taking breaks. Practice self compassion. Speak to yourself with the same kindness you show others. Celebrate small wins. Every little achievement matters. If we are kind to ourselves, we can handle life's challenges with greater resilience and peace. Slide 15. Did you know the scientific studies shows positive emotions can actually help with healing? When people feel cared for, their immune system strengthens and their mental well-being improves. This means that kindness is not just a good thing to do, it is essential for recovery. A kind word, a reassuring presence, or even just listening to someone can help them heal emotionally and physically. So, the next time you wonder if a small act of kindness matter, remember it does. Slide 16. One of the hardest things about living with a chronic illness is losing some level of independence. Having to rely on others can make a person feel vulnerable. Kindness in those moments means treating people with respect and dignity, no matter their condition. It means allowing them to make choices, listening to their concerns, and offering help in a way that empowers them rather than making them feel like a burden. Everyone deserves dignity, and a simple act of patience, respect, or encouragement can preserve that dignity. I repeat this sentence. I love this. Everyone deserves dignity, and a simple act of patience, respect, or engagement can preserve that dignity. Next slide. How to show kindness to a polio person or any other sick person? If you are wondering how to help someone with PPS or any chronic illness, here are a few practical ways. Listen actively. Don't just hear their words, but truly listen and acknowledge their feelings. Their feelings are important. Offer practical help. If they struggle with daily tasks, a little assistance can go a long way. Express empathy. A simple I understand or I'm here for you can be incredible powerful. Spend time with them. Social connections matters. Even a phone call or a short visit can brighten their day. Be patient and understanding. Again, be patient and understanding. Some days are harder than others. Give them the space and time they need. Kindness does not have to be grand, it just must be genuine. Slide 18. Kindness is a universal need, but for those who are sick or struggling, it becomes even more crucial. It provides emotional support, reduce feelings of loneliness, and even aid in physical healing. I encourage everyone listening today, let's be more mindful of how we interact with those who are sick, disabled, or vulnerable. A small act of kindness might seem insignificant to you, but for someone struggling, it could mean the world. During my time as a volunteer at Markham Stouffville Hospital, I experienced a moment of unexpected kindness that has stayed with me. One day, after finishing my shift, I was headed to the library located in the adjacent building to meet a client. The quickest route to the library was through the hospital via a very steep ramp that connects one floor to the next. Typically, I would receive help from the hospital staff to navigate this challenging path, but that day no one was around. Determined, I decided to attempt the climb on my own, even though I know it would take nearly 20 minutes and drain a lot of my energy. As I struggled upward, I suddenly noticed a lady coming down the ramp with her young child, who was in a stroller. When she saw me, she immediately asked, "Do you need help?" I hesitated for a moment, concerned about inconveniencing her while she was caring for her little one. But her warm reassurance, "Don't worry about it," prompted her to park the stroller and offer her assistance. That simple act of kindness of pausing her own busy moment to lend a hand left a deep impression on me. It reminded me that compassion often appears in unexpected places and that even a small gesture can make a significant difference. This experience is one of many in my life where I have witnessed the transformative power of kindness. Next slide, slide 19. We often focus on being kind to others, but remember, you also deserve a kindness. If you would not speak harshly to a friend, don't speak harshly to yourself. If you encourage others to rest, allow yourself to rest too. You matter. Again, if you would not speak harshly to friend, don't speak harshly to yourself. Listen to your body. If you encourage others to rest, allow yourself to rest too. You matter. Why? Many people struggle with self kindness, or so reinforcing this idea leaves a lasting impact. Thank you for joining me, and let's continue to spread kindness. Next slide. Challenge. Wait. Don't go anywhere. I'm I have a challenge for all of you. Over the next 24 hours, do one intentional act of kindness, whether it is for yourself, someone sick, or anyone in need. Then come back and share what you did in the comments. Why? Why do this? It keeps people engaging after the live session and build a community around kindness. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sanjeev. This was an excellent talk on
Thank you.
kindness and compassion. If I could sum up all my years of volunteering in one statement, it would be: we heal when we can be with what we feel. And it's quite difficult when we are feeling anxiety, when we are feeling hurt, when we are feeling pain in our bodies. And I like your challenge, and I would like people to write to me with the answers to the challenge. Sanjeev, would you like to mention that challenge one more time so we have it very clear?
Yeah, sure. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I have it like it's a challenge for everyone. Over the next 24 hours, do one intentional act of kindness, whether it is for yourself, someone sick, or anyone in need. Then come back and share what you did in the comments or email it to Mona. Let's inspire each other.
Let's inspire each other. Very profound words. We need to do this both for others and, as Sanjeev says, for ourselves. We need to learn how to be compassionate to ourselves. Give yourself the kindness to do the things we need to do for ourselves. By doing that, you're helping others. Write to me with the answers to that challenge. Thank you so much. This was wonderful, Sanjeev. Well, I really appreciate the help. And we will be back next month, the first Wednesday of the month. Stay tuned for the announcements. Bye, all.
Bye all. Thank you, Mona.
Thank you, Sanjeev.